Hello guys, hope you're doing well. In this video I'm gonna go over my KS0-PRO that barrel connector got stuck again. So after mining like over 4 months, I believe, well, pretty close to 4 months, it's got stuck. But the thermal paste, take a look at thermal paste. It did not dry out like that pink paste. It was dry out of right away, but this stuff is pretty still flexible, and it's still kind of wetty. See, like it's pretty cool that the paste kind of holds up like after even 4 months of mining on overclocks with the extreme heat. It's just still in really good condition in my opinion. Anyways, what we'll do is in this video I'm gonna scroll out and we'll try to disconnect first of all that barrel connector. I used to do the silicone cables, which really flexible, and I would solder to this connector and then put the XT60. So now in this video I'm gonna try different connectors. So first I have to pull out this barrel connector, and sometimes you could do that by warming up this middle positive right here, that positive connector. If you warm up this, and it sometimes gets easily pulled out, but maybe not this time, so we'll see. So let's heat it up and see if we can do any of that stuff. So really have to get that connector heat up, and that's the positive connector. So interestingly, it's only one very skinny wire. I forgot it's how many millimeters that wire, but it's not gonna hold. Definitely it heats up over 10 amp. So if you load it up over 10 amp, you're gonna heat up this wire. Okay, so we'll attempt to kind of get this heated up, and I'm gonna use a different connector actually. So the CRYPTO440 guy, he sent me this connector, PCIe connector, which is really great, but it requires to unsolder that barrel connector to install that. But go ahead and check his channel, CRYPTO440. He does amazing job on KS0-PROs. He unsoldered chips and stuff, but in this video I'm just gonna go over that connector, and hopefully I can solder that back. I don't know if that's gonna work. It seems to me that it's pretty hard with my soldering iron, but we'll see. I'll have to warm up first and get stuff disconnected. Yeah, so go check it out guys, CRYPTO440, really cool videos. He actually had the latest video where he shows the difference between chips on that KS0 Ultra and Pro. He zoomed in that you could see the actual chip name, so really cool. Okay, so now we're gonna warm up this positive, and hopefully barrel gonna connector get loose there. Maybe not, maybe require a lot of heat there, but I'm not gonna try with the heat gun. I don't want to overheat here or anything. If it doesn't, I'll just pull it out with the middle pin basically. Yeah, looks like it's not gonna work out. All right, so let's pull it out. All right, so it just basically came out right with the middle pin. If you could see that, try to zoom in right there. So it just pulls it right out as soon as you try to pull that sync out. So anyways, well, next step will be to warm up that connector. Probably not gonna be usable anymore, so that cable will be most likely overheated, and it will not positive will not connect properly. Okay, so let's remove that barrel connector in order to put that PCIe connector. So here you go. I'm gonna try to warm it up and all together and get it all out. Not sure if that's gonna work. I don't have a proper thing, so I'm gonna heat it up and try to go. Yeah, it's not really easy coming out, so basically could see how it's not an easy way to disconnect it. You gotta basically get all the soldering stuff out of the way. Okay, so now that barrel connector out, in order to put the new connector, I have to remove all the soldering paste, not the paste, but the soldering stuff. You see, I can't even connect that. If I'll just solder from this side, just on the top of the pins, it will probably work, but it's gonna be far away from the board. So really, in order to make it properly done, you have to yeah, so I can just basically go ahead and do that, but that's not the way to do it. You have to clean all this solder out, and in order to get that, so my attempt to do that is pretty much failed. So I'm not gonna do this, because if I connect just solder on one side, it's probably gonna fail pretty quickly. So in order to really do the right job, I had to get different soldering gun. So in the next video, I'm gonna show you guys what I did there. Alright, so now is the hardest part, is to get rid of that soldering compound all from the hole. So the holes needs to be cleared in order to push those pins first and then solder the connector back in. So really is the challenge here is to get all of that soldering out. So you get in the flux there, you know, push it in and keep on doing that until all that soldering is out. So it's very tough. It looks like it's a simple way, but you know, I had to get different soldering iron and more flux and this wire. What is it called? That wire is to remove the solder. It's kind of like a wick braid. That's what they call wick braid. So it's a copper, pretty much like a copper wire multi braid, and what it does, it just sucks solder in it when you heat it up. It just, and then I use this wire trying to get all of the solder from inside the holes. So it's pretty much the process. It's really took me a while. I didn't realize maybe I couldn't get the temperature enough, or maybe the power of my soldering iron not enough. It's 75 watts. Maybe I needed 100 watts. I don't know, but it's, to me, I didn't want to overheat the board as well, so it's kind of weird. I haven't done that for a while. I mean, it's actual soldering parts to the board and stuff. So it was kind of like, you know, doing it all over again, kind of learning process. So anyways, by the end, probably took me a good over 30 minutes. You could see it was just going up and down, cleaning, adding more paste, and then going again and again. So you could see the first hole, the positive hole, it's pretty much clean, and the other holes you could still see a little bit of that solder left in the hole. So it needs to be completely clean all the way through, so you can really push that connector in. So I attempt to like warm it up, this diode wire, because kind of this one is too big to get into the middle hole of the negative connector. So it's really tough, really hard to, it's very narrow. So the actual connector on PCIe, I had to shave it down even more in order to push through this hole, because it's about probably not half size, but it's a lot smaller. Maybe it's a half size of the other hole. So I don't know why they did it such a tiny hole here on the negative, on the middle here. The positive seems to be a round, pretty good size hole, and those two oval holes are also seems to be okay. So anyways, after cleaning, let's go to the next video and basically going in and out. Yeah, it's really, it took a while me to clean that up, and let me do the focus here, just to see if you could see if see like there is a flux in there, but there is no soldering compound left, I think, inside. But you have to check it. It's basically you have to see through the board, through that hole. So yeah, that's what I did, is just kind of going in and out with the wire, and then with that wick, and eventually pull all the solder out. And once it's done, you can actually see through. I don't know if I had to shine the light here through, but you guys gonna see it. But eventually it was all cleared. Closer to the end here, just gonna skip it, guys, so it's not too long for this video. But you could see, like, once I got it cleared out, yeah, so the wire could actually go all the way through, and then it's just a matter of cleaning, and then keep on doing that with that wick, braided wick, and try to get all the soldering out of that. So let's see, at the end I was able to pretty much get this out. I don't know if you could see the light. Yeah, you cannot see the light coming through. Okay, so there is another attempt. I'm doing that again. Okay, so now you could see that the wire kind of even getting right inside of that hole right there, right? So once you basically get all the solder out, it's gonna be ready to go. So it's just the process. So literally took me probably over 30 minutes, but you could have done it for probably in 10 minutes. I don't know if I didn't have enough power in this iron, but yeah, but you could see I got this all cleared out all the way through, so I can fit in every hole, all these 3 holes. This one I use smaller, alright, so it's fitted through. And the last final part is just to clean it out and get ready for connectors. So then I tried out the other way, just to get rid of the stuff inside with the other copper, you know, stranded wire and stuff like that. So after you all done, you just clean it up and used a little bit on the other side to clean, and basically move to the connector part. So with connector, see, when I pushed it through, let me see at the beginning here, yeah, so all 4 of these pins are visible on the other side. You could see all 4, so pushed all the way through. So that's important part to get it completely connected. So now we're just gonna solder and got it moved out. So yeah, we'll do that every each of the pin, and to make sure it goes a little bit to the other side, so have to heat it up. So I had to do it twice. Like this one went for quite a bit, but after it's all done, I checked the other side just to make sure everything looks fine, and just added a little bit more. I don't know what you guys think. It's not obviously professional soldering. Have to clean it out, basically get this all wiped out, and here you go. So not the best job out there, but after I look from the other side, I can decide just to give it one more heat up and get it all a little bit more solder. And then I check the connection here, make sure I have all connectivity, all the negatives are connected and all the positive connected, so there is no short in between positive and negative, so it looks great. So we can go to the next part. So I did the final kind of touch here, just to clean it up and warm really up, to push the soldering really through. So I added more of the flux and got a little bit more warmed up, so to make sure everything properly connected. So I don't know, it's not the best soldering job, obviously it doesn't look that great, but it should work. All right, so we'll be pretty much ready after it's all cleaned up. We are basically have all this soldering came through the holes. So you have a little bit over here. I put on the positive from all three connectors are soldered together with a big chunk of soldering, so it should have a pretty good alright, so I apply thermal paste on all the chips again, so it's ready to go into the here into the case. And connector looks okay. So let's get the fans connected, and will be the fan connected, so we can just get it out. Now also you can switch fans and put them on the top of the miner right there, and that will create a little extra airflow through the miner for if you overclocking, but I didn't do that. I just left it the way it is. I didn't want to spend extra time on that. I already kind of got tired with playing with that connector. Anyway, so let's put the screws back, and here it is, ready to go into the miner box. So the PCIe cable, I pulled it through. Just the 6-pin connects easily right there, clicks right in. And my GPU 16 gauge cable is ready to go. If you do use the GPU cables, make sure you use a good quality. This one is not the best. Veteran Miner makes a really nice quality cables. If you're planning to overclock by a lot, make sure to use a high quality cable so you don't burn out the PCIe connector. So now Ethernet getting connected. And I need to connect the fan, so let's connect the fan there, and I need to bring the supply for that fan. Power is disconnected. Okay, so fan is running, everything ready to go. So let's connect the miner right here into the PCIe connector. All right, and we got the power. We should start getting blinking and mining. Hopefully everything looks like supposed to be. The air pushing through. I have sensor there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for CRYPTO440 sending this connector. CRYPTO440, guys. Check it out. His channel. He's done a great job. He on his channel he did the chip replacement on this KS0-PROs, which is amazing. For 3 videos I believe he has, so go check it out. This is so cool, and I'm not gonna attempt doing it. It was enough for me just replacing that connector, PCIe connector. So hope you liked it. Click the like button if you like the video, and consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll see you on the next one.